Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. And today we are going to be filling in that P that I promised. So we'll do a bit of filling and try to border this in as well. I'm going to be using my new spiral pen that came out of this lovely case that I got from Temu. And yeah, I think what I'd like to do is start off with this. I knew that would do that. You've got to be careful where you touch on these boards because they're very sensitive. So yeah, we'll start off with doing a bit of this, and then we will border the next box in as best we can. But I wanted to start on this first of all and get some of this done and filled in because no one likes gappage. We also have the A here, which is a creamy sort of colour, so we're going to be doing the A as well, and we'll get some of that in as well. I'm still waiting for my Every Driver, which is taking forever to deliver. Why is it when you're waiting for something, it just feels like it takes forever to come? But I've got a feeling they're going to go, sorry, there's been a delay. So I just want to, it's annoying because like I want to get on with doing things and I can't because, you know, I don't want to start something and then have to stop doing that. I want to sit down and watch TV, and I don't want to sit down and then I have to get back up again to, you know, do the thing. So I'm just hoping that they come in the next half an hour or so. They said between, oh God's sake, they said between 15:37 and 5:30, so I'm hoping not too much longer. I'm gonna take this up a bit because it's getting in my way a bit. But yeah, what's everyone been up to? Anything nice? I had a lovely cheese jacket the other day with, had it for lunchtime, and oh mama, it was so good. Really, really lovely. And I was like, I'm not going shopping this week, I've done it last week, so to have it sort of like a day where you don't have to go out is quite nice. But yeah, we will see what this looks like once this is all filled in. I mean, the main focus for here will be, I want to focus on getting this filled first. That'll be the main focus. And then tomorrow, I've decided that I'm going to go, I've sent my parcels to a locker. Now, when I was diverting them there, because I'm not going to risk my parcel going missing again, clearly the driver has probably put it through the wrong door, or I don't know. So what I've decided to do is take it to a locker. Now, when I was trying to decide what locker, because there's one up near Yodel, the Crescent Road one, and there's one that's right up Chalice Lane Hill. And one of my acquaintances showed me a shortcut. And I've lived in Braintree for like, well, since 2015, so it's probably about 9 years, 10 months. And I've never known this shortcut. So I knew there was like a hill, but I've never known this shortcut. And oh my God, when you walk up the hill, it's called Skits Hill, it feels like it's never ending. And it's quite steep. I'm just going to put a sticker there so that I know not to touch near there because of the light. Debbie Gets Crafty was supposed to be sending me a link, but I don't know if she's forgot or what, because there's a little button thing that you can put on there so that you don't touch it. And yeah, so walking up this massive hill is not very nice, so I had to I've decided that I'll go to the shortcut way. So anyway, I tried to send it to this locker, but it was saying that the locker's closed. So whether they're doing maintenance on it, I don't know. So the only nearest one, there's one at Braintree Freeport Station, but that would be quite a long walk. I don't really want to pay for the train just for one stop. I mean, I could, but it means waiting an hour for the train, and then if I wanted to get back on the train, I've got to wait another hour. So I was thinking, I wonder if Sunshine was available. So the one up near Crescent Road is called Caden. Caden's, oh, what's this one called? Chapek is the one up near the Crescent Road, and the other one, you've got Caden, which is on the Braintree Freeport Station, and then you've got Sunshine, which is right up that, it's called Rifle Hill, and it's up there, and it's outside the co-op. So that was the nearest one. I didn't really want to go all the way around to the station one. And I mean, it's a bit unusual putting a locker on the station. I mean, it's like they didn't have any other place. I mean, Braintree Freeport has got many outlets, so you would think they would put it in the outlet pit place, but no, they put it on the bloody station. And there's another one at White Notley that's got the same one, and that's called Ewan. And I thought, well, I ain't sending it there. That means I've got to travel to go down there and get it, and then I'll just have to stand at the station for an hour. But I was thinking of doing that because it would give me a nice sort of little, you know, it would be quite nice to see what the station has to offer. I mean, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot there, but the only thing that would worry me is how would I get back home if the trains weren't running, because you can walk to Braintree, but it'd be a bloody long walk. You're probably looking about 2 hours or so. So yes, I'll be going up there tomorrow, and then at the back of my mind I'm thinking, what happens if the parcels are not in there, because I'm just so devastated that, you know, this parcel didn't get delivered, you know, and the person who it's got, wherever it's gone, still hasn't brought it over to me. So they obviously have no intentions of doing that, and probably just opened it and probably disposed of it, I suppose. You know, if that was me, I'd be decent enough to take it round to the person that needs it, you know. Now we're going to do a bit of 6 as well, so I'll do a bit of 6, and as per usual, this needs more wax. I wonder if you could get like a blue placer, that would be quite cool. Apologies if it keeps blurring, it's because the camera thinks there's something that is is trying to focus on it. It's funny, isn't it, how cameras work? They will try to focus even though there's something already there, but to fill in all these gaps is just, that's what we're wanting to achieve here. Now I have got another Halloween painting, but I'm not sure if it's going to make it this year, because this is now the 2nd week of October, so I don't really want to start any more until we've done this. But yeah, I don't know on that one. Now we're not going to do F or E because I don't have enough trees available. Oh, sorry, Manelli. There we go, let's put that there. I do like this colour though. This is like a beachy sort of sandy colour. Quite like that. So I thought, well, I ain't waiting any longer. I'm gonna do a bit of painting. And I've got the bedroom door open, so that I can hear out for the driver. And I was originally going to do that because I was watching Wednesday, the last in the series, and Wednesday she gets an arrow stuck in her, and I think she kills someone in the end. And at the end of the credits they said a new season has been confirmed. So I can't wait to see the new season. There's a lot of new seasons I want to see. I want to see the new Squid Game. I want to see Peaky Blinders, because I think they've turned that into a film, haven't they, now? And I'll see the new series of Wednesday. So it means that I don't think I'll get to another film tonight because Big Brother's on. So it means from tomorrow night I can start watching Hocus Pocus 2. And then move on to like the Addams Family and stuff. So yeah, need to get some more release paper, so that we can start getting some release paper on this. But yeah, but I don't think that stream one is on. The live stream's not on till, I think it finishes at like 2 in the morning. So knowing me, I'll probably watch it and then just like be tired as hell in the morning, but it's what it is, you know. The thing is, ITVX don't do a catch up on that, so if you miss it, you miss it. And I think sometimes they'll repeat it during the day, like the main show, because I'm sure they repeat it on ITV2 around about 3 or 4 o'clock for like the main show. So yeah, but I thought if I don't get some of this done now, we're gonna, you know, not get any done. So it's now coming up to like 7 o'clock. We've still got a bit of daylight, which is quite nice. Still waiting for the package, and it feels like I've been waiting all day, because really this should have come on Saturday. I paid for a 3-day service, so it was with Hermes on Thursday, so therefore it should have come on Saturday, but it didn't. So but yeah, and once it comes, or I think the worst bit is when you know you need to go out, but you know you've got deliveries coming, but you don't want to go out and then miss the delivery. I mean, I've had deliveries like that, and I'm like, the shop is going to shut if I don't go. So I've had to quickly make a decision, shoot up there, and I've managed to beat the driver. So I've managed to get to the shop and back and still get my parcel, but I can't always do that. So, because Hermes are a nightmare, they'll say it's coming between a specific time and then they change it. So, yeah. Okay, so this is like the borderline now, so we've mainly filled all that now, which is lovely. Very, very happy that we've got that all filled in now. We just need to do a bit on oh my god, what do you call it? We need to do a bit on F, and then that'll be done. I think it's just F in that, yeah. So that'll be good. Be interesting when we turn the light off how well this red stands out against it. The colours are phenomenal. I think they've done a really, really good job on this. And then we'll do A's finished roofing it for the minute, so we'll do 6. Then we'll look to border the next square in. And it's one of them ones where it starts off with a little bit of colour, and then from the middle we get all that gorgeous colour to do. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. Right, okay, there's a couple of P there, so we'll just do that. I think we've got the H over here, so we'll just see if we can get that. Did we have the H? we've got the B, and then we've got J, and then D and H there. See, I knew we did. That's that gorgeous chalky brown colour. Really enjoying this painting. Okay, so now we'll work on the next block. Get some more of that done. So with this, I can see it being a lot of swapping and changing and not very much multi-placing. So it's one of them slow ones. But what I will do is, because with this part here we can cut off, so what I will do is I will, I haven't got my marker, but I will eventually, I was going to cut that off, but I'll do it about there, because I can't cope with this bloody flipping and whatever it is. Go back and forth with that. I mean, it's got a couple of colours, but we still need to do, but at least it will stop that flapping, hopefully. So yeah. Okay, so B. But yeah, this is looking lovely. I'm really itching to get to that flower thing there. I can't wait to do that. So let's get it's just so satisfying putting each drill on, knowing that you're closer and closer to getting another kit kitted up. I've really enjoyed my selection of paintings for Halloween this year. I mean, if you look at last year, we only focused on one painting. So yeah, I think what's been nice is that we've had a few short projects with the 20x20s, and to now be doing a third one is quite nice. So normally the 30x40s do take quite a bit of time, but what we will do is on a Friday, I'm thinking a Friday we may do like a 2-hour live on it, but I'm not sure yet, because I've done that before. I've done a live and I forgot that I pre-recorded it, so it could be that I'm somewhere down here and you're like, well, where's the footage for that part, you know? So I don't know yet, I'm undecided. But again, what's quite nice with this is that this doesn't have what we call 3 rows. This has got 1, 2, 3, and the reason for that, you could fit 4 in there. It all depends on how big you do your blocks. If you cut it off a bit and do it about there, then of course you're going to fit more in, but I do try to fit in 3 at a time. 3 I find is very comfortable for me. So yeah. What's nice about these projects is obviously they're called diamond painting, but you don't actually paint, so you can't get in any mess unless obviously you lose your jewels and that. But apparently, I think years ago, Diamond Pedal was saying that they used to be called cross stitch or something. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with my selection. Again, we won't be able to do the P for the 3 for the minute. I'm working on my unicorn at the moment, so once we get some freed up trays, it's quite funny, isn't it? I wanted to get rid of the trays and now I'm just so desperate for trays. You can never have enough trays. So yeah. Okay, so I think this has to come down. Is that a H? I think it was, yeah. So we'll take this down a little bit. I do love doing borders, and then I love, you know, doing the colour fill in it. So this would be a good opportunity. We've got quite a lot of P there, so I wonder if we can get multi-place in that section. I'm gonna replace this wax, I think, because it's got a little bit too far up the shaft, and all I do is I just go like that to get it out. So yeah, that does feel a bit dry, because when I first started painting, yeah, I took all of this plastic off, and you're not supposed to do that because it dries it up. So yeah, just put a bit more in there actually. These plastic pens seem to require quite a lot of wax, so I thought that might do that. Why have I put P? Hang on a minute. I thought that was all P, but they've put a sneaky little B in here, look, down there. So I'll tell you what's happened. It's gone above that line. It was all P, but they've put a sneaky, I'm gonna move that there because, oh, actually that is that line, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they've put a couple of B's in here. See, this is what really is quite frustrating, is when they keep changing, like every other one is a different drill. Don't really enjoy paintings like that. Have a bit more tea actually. Lovely. I'm like a walking teapot really. As soon as the kettle goes, as soon as I've drank it, I'm like, next. I could probably drink through a whole bag of tea bags in a day, but I try to alternate it between tea and coffee. But them toffee nut ones, oh mama, I've run out now, and I'm so need to get some more. They were heaven. They only do like 6 sachets in a pack though, so yeah, they were really, really so good. So good. I mean, I don't know if that, as I said, it's hard to tell if that's a bee or a bird, but once we get, once we put the colours in, we'll be able to get a clearer idea. And then if you can chuck some names at me, so that I can try. What we need is a little name for this little, I'm going to say it's a hummingbird, but it could be a bee, because I get the impression it's some sort of bird because it are these long wings. But again, I'm not really sure why they've put a line in this, because they've done it there as well, and it doesn't seem to, it seems to fall right the way through. So but yeah, now we'll gonna do a diamond painting Bethesda technique here. She always goes from the bottom up, so try some of that. Really have enjoyed doing this painting. I think it's just the colours for me, because I don't really work with creams a lot. It's just beautifully done, really, really gorgeous. As I said, I'm not really a square drill person. I tend to work with rounds. Loads of people have said to me that squares will bring out the painting more, but I can't get on very well with squares. I pull it down, it goes wonky, and then trying to get it back into alignment is quite difficult unless you pluck it off. But yeah, if they did paintings in squares and they phased out the rounds, I would never do painting again. Because I much prefer round. But yeah, the question of today, let me know in the comments, are you a round diamond painter or do you do squares? Let me know. So are you a round painter or are you a square painter? Do you do round diamond paintings or square diamond paintings? I have got a very limited few of square ones, but as I said, I think I'll always be doing rounds. So yeah, I hope this line doesn't cause any, like from the top of my camera it looks very off-putting, that line through that. So I'm not entirely sure what exactly it's supposed to replicate. As I said, I think it's probably a sign and they've put it on a bracket or something, but I'm not too sure. And I was like, if I wait for the dry for any longer, I'm not going to get any of this done today. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get some done. Then that'll bypass the time, and then hopefully he turns up with my package. But you just get used to one driver and then they change them. Because with our driver in Witham, we always have the same driver. This painting is so nice that I feel like I could sit here for the rest of the evening doing this. It's the colours, it's so beautiful. Really happy with my purchase. And it's quite difficult, you know, because you like all the paintings, you like all the all these diamond paintings, and you love all of them, but you know, trying to do them is you know, trying to pick what ones you want to do, because I always work on a theme basis. But yeah, trying to pick all the different ones is quite a challenge, but I think I'm happy with my choices. Get another part of my tea. Oh, I've got very itchy eyes for some reason. Definitely not conjunctivitis, but sometimes I wake up and it's like this guy. But sometimes I wake up and I get this like crusty stuff on my eye. So I don't know what that is, but it seems to form on your eyelash. So I'm not entirely sure what that is, but yeah, it's now getting busier now with the colours, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trays at the moment. I'm looking for the F, but we don't have the F out. So next session we will go back over here and fill in the F, I think. So yeah. But yeah, watching Big Brother for 3 hours last night was, well, actually it must have been longer than that, because it was an hour and a half of the main show, then we had an hour behind that, so that's 2 hours and a half, and then we had 2 hours and 30 minutes, so that's, so 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 hours worth, if you count the live in as well. But these Vivaldi jacket potatoes, oh my god, I can't, I'm hooked to them. I've literally had jacket nearly every night so far. They're just so good. I think they're one of the best ones I've ever bought. And I didn't plan on buying them, I just fancied jacket one day, and now I'm found my new favourites, so. But Sainsbury's are really good. Like a pack of corned beef in Tesco, you only get like 4 slices. Sainsbury's do a pack of 8, a big family pack. So I just think that's fantastic. It's really surprising, isn't it, how much you can get done in an hour, because we've done all over there filling, and then we've sort of working our way up now. And also an advantage of working sort of like from the bottom up is that you don't have to worry about where you place your hand, because you've got something to lean on as you work up. Obviously when you're working down, you've got to be careful where you put your hand in case you get stuck to it. So yeah, but we'll be saying goodbye to the coffee cup on Monday, because it is the last one. I mean, it may have gone up already because, you know, this session is being recorded in advance, so I'm thinking of stuff ahead, what's already happened. I'm looking forward to this black. We need to get that black out once we do the next stage as well, I think. Okay. It's like Where's Wally with all these trays, because we keep going back and forth between all these different colours. But I think the black is going to sort of spice it up as well as the yellow, so that's going to be quite nice. It's like it's got like a little doorway for the scarecrow to come in and out with that little bit there. But yeah, it's now coming up to near enough 7:30 and still no sign of this every driver, so I'm really not sure what's going on. And they've even took off the locker option, so you can't divert it to a locker. So I can only send it over here if I know I'm going to be off that day. If I can't, then I've got to send it to my mum's. I don't even know if they do a parcel shop option anymore, because all it's got is safe place or leave with neighbour, and I'd rather like get it myself sort of thing. But Parcel Force is a nightmare as well, because the guy our Parcel Force driver is called Josh Taplin, and he's a nightmare, because what he does is if you're not in, he will take it to the furthest post office away, and I was like, I'm going to play your game back, and what I'll do is I'll get you to go back down there, pick it up and bring it to me, you know. And I actually did that. I requested, I emailed them and said, look, I don't know why he's put it down there, I didn't ask for it to go down there, so can you redirect it back to me? And he had to go all the way back and pick it up. It was so funny, but I don't know why I can't have put it in the one Spa Road one, because that's like 10 minutes away. So Parcel Force were a nightmare, and sometimes they can't be bothered, and they'll say that they've delivered it when they've not, and they say, oh, they've left you a flyer, and they don't. I've been in like near enough all day once, and they said they couldn't get, sorry you wasn't in, and I was in. But what happened was he couldn't be bothered to deliver it to me, and he took it straight to the post office. Didn't even leave a calling card. So I'm not a lover of Parcelforce, but I'm quite surprised because with Tida's package, I was expecting it to come with Parcelforce, and it actually came with Royal Mail. So that really was done me a favour, really, because I don't really like... I've worked for Parcelforce and they took the piss. They really took the piss. So they said, move all these cages. And what I had to do was put the cages back down wherever they get stored when the driver was finished loading the parcels to their van. So you've got all these vans in the warehouse, and or what they sometimes call a hangar. And so I've done it. And then they said, oh no, you've put them down the wrong place. And I said, no, you've just told me to put that down there. You know what? I quit. And I actually walked out. I ain't been took the piss out of, no way. So they were literally, they knew what they were doing, because the guy that was dealing with the collections, he said, I could see what they were doing. I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I'll miss you, sort of thing. And I really enjoyed working with him. Always had a laugh. And then I said, look, is there any chance I could move to the collection side, like booking in collections? And I worked there for a couple of hours, but it was too much, like trying to find them. They all have to go in alphabetical order, and I was like, this is not for me. I've also worked with CityLink, and it was a funny old time with CityLink. CityLink was a collier that sadly went out of business a few years ago. And this guy, he was new, so he was a temporary worker. So he decides that the best thing to do was to let the paint, because you've got all these parcels coming down the conveyor belt, and you've got to pick them off and put them in their cage. And all the cages has like different postcodes on. So this guy thought it was a clever idea, because it was heavy, to wait till it gets to the end of the conveyor belt. Well, of course, it's fell off because he weren't paying attention, and all the paint's gone over the floor. So the managers come out, and oh my God, he was not happy. He was like, we're going to have to pay for that now. And I think he actually fired him on the spot. Because with temporary workers, a lot of them are 0-hour contracts, so they have no rights whatsoever. And I've been on a contract like that, and it's not good. Not good. But my new job has a fixed contract, so it's nice because you've got rights, and you know, if they weren't to pay you, you could challenge it at a tribunal if you wanted to, because there's a place called an employment tribunal. But it's just like, I could not stop laughing. I know I shouldn't laugh, but how can you not know that it's at the end of the bloody conveyor belt? And I was like, I've got to walk away quick, because I'm not getting the blame for that, you know. But it was so bloody funny. But yeah, I've had some funny times. My brother's worked for he does construction, so he does a lot of construction stuff. But yeah. Why is it every time I do paintings there's a hair again? There's a hair in this. I don't even have a pet here, so how can there be... Look, someone's got a black hair in there. Like, it's right there, look. Where are these hairs coming from? Unless it fell out my eye when I was itching my eye. But apparently your eyes can itch a lot if they're dry. So, but I've not woke up with a sneezing fit again, so the allergy pills done me a favour, really. So, yeah. But yeah, oh my God, the things you talk about on a whip and chat. I mean, that was like years ago. Yeah, talking about CityLink. I always had this driver because I used to do this thing called clothes for cash. So any clothes that didn't fit me, I think they still exist online, but any clothes that didn't fit me, you could put in this bag and send them off for cash. And this CityLink driver was the best. Like, she always used to come and went, "All right, mate," and I was like, "Yeah, you." And it's nice when you build up a relationship with the same driver. You always see them every day. You go, "All right, how's your job? How's your day been?" You know, and yeah, it was just, she was like, "Oh, the clothes for cash again?" I was like, "Yeah." And she actually was like, "I know what that is." And I said, because she was looking at it strange, and I was like, "It's a sack." And she said, "Is it clothes for cash?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "How do you know that?" And she was like, "I used to do it." And I'm like, "Oh, right, okay." So yeah, I suppose they're used to so many parcels. So some companies have a van that sits there for, there's a shop up the road from here, it's an Asian cooking shop, and the van will sit there for like a good old hour just packing parcels from the shop. So they must, I sort of think to myself, you must get a hell of a lot of orders. And I think that shop is doing very good for business. You know, they seem to be raking in the sales, so yeah, pretty good. I've always wanted to go in there, but I don't really eat Asian food, so yeah, I'd like to try it though. I do love a good Chinese, and oh my god, the chicken balls, yes baby, really, really good. And if you've never tried the prawn toast, it's really good, because the prawn toast, my dad got it once last year when it was my birthday, and I thought the prawns sat on top of the toast, but no, you've got the toast, but the prawns are embedded in the toast. So I just thought that was really good. And it wasn't like two halves of the toast, like toast, prawns, toast. It was just prawns literally inside the bread. So yeah, that was fantastic. So we're coming up to 42 minutes at the moment. And the progress on this is fantastic at the moment, but we're going back to our old-fashioned way now, aren't we, where we do half and half. But yeah, it's good. The more we get done, the better, really. But I'm glad I did it now, because yeah, with Herms, you never know if they're gonna come, if they're not gonna come, because I've had days where they've done this, that said they're coming, and then they go, "Oh, sorry, there's a delay." But these feedback buttons, I don't even know if they actually work, because you put in there like, how did it, because every time I get a parcel, they send me an email going, "How would you rate our service?" And I always fill them in, but every time I fill them in, it just seems like they don't do it anymore. They just don't seem to take on board the feedback. But I do notice when you put a bad feedback, they will remove the driver from that route if they keep delivering it late, because obviously every company monitors performance. So that's why you have performance reviews in your work, so the manager can tell how you're doing. And if you're doing really well, you may get a lovely bonus of a pay rise. I mean, they can't be unfair and unreasonable, like they can't give you a pay rise and not another employee, but they may, you know, give you more hours or something like that. So yes, we won't be seeing this painting again until tomorrow after this session. Oh, this bloody pen, I've put so much wax in this. Where does it actually go up the shaft? Like, does it just melt away? It's like gold leaf, isn't it? someone was doing a documentary on that once, and they showed that if you just went like that and screwed it, it would disintegrate. Oh, that's a P. That's P as well, yeah, because we've got B cropping up again. Oh, lovely. We're starting to get what looks to be a Y symbol. So as you can see, this is HAP, so this is a P and then a Y. So I just really like the words on it, Happy Fall. I think that's great, and I think it's nice that they've done it in 2 different colours as well. I normally try to diamond paint in the garden when it's nice and hot, but it's not been very, we've got a very low plane going over. Oh, I've got to have a look at that. Oh, wow. What is that? Oh, it's a helicopter. I love it when they're nice and low. I've done that once. I ran outside of my mum's and I said, where is it? And oh my God, like, it was so embarrassing because the neighbour heard me and she was like, it's over there. And this neighbour, all she ever did was buy toilet roll. She must have worked at the hospital or something, because every time she opened her garage, there was like near enough hundreds upon hundreds of toilet rolls. And it's like, do you really crap that much? And it's like all these people on TikTok, they're all getting this. I really want to get it because, you know, for the price, it just seems brilliant. But it's like £20 for a pack of like 60 rolls, which I think is good because you won't have to like keep buying it each week, you know. I do try to buy in bulk where possible, because Amazon does that a lot with toilet gel. They'll like, you can never really get the one you want without having to buy it in bulk. So it'd be like 6 toilet rolls. But I'm going off Amazon slightly because some items, they go, you need to order a minimum of 3, and it's like, I don't want 3, you know. They've got stupid ways of selling things. Oh look, we're getting into that tea, but we can't do that yet because I feel like they should have put a leaf over here just to balance it a bit. But yeah, we'll have to do that another time. Once we get this red out of the way, we can probably offload the H and the 6. But I've got drills that are kitted up with the unicorn, so once that sort of offloads, we can do a bit of that, free them trays up as well. And if my works order bloody turns up, I won't get a tray in the Crystal Creations because they don't provide trays in them. But with the card that I've got, because I've got a card, that will have 1 tray. Does someone want to buy me 100 packs of trays? I just need trays badly. Yeah, that can go down there. But the only thing is with drinking tea all day is that you go to the toilet quite a lot, and it's like, how can I need to go again, you know? Because obviously you're drinking and drinking and drinking, which is making your bladder full, and then you just like need to go. Can she you see? Well, I'm really happy with the progress so far on this. And with some paintings, obviously this one doesn't have it, you have what's called a guide circle. And they're not very good because if the circle is a little bit too big, the drill won't cover it. But with diamond painting, all you're aiming to do is to cover the symbol. So if I put it down like that, you can still see a bit of the black. So you're aiming to, as you can see with that P, you just put that down and cover it, and that covers it up. But yeah, so pretty good. How are we doing for time? We've got 10 minutes left. Wonder how many rows we could probably squeeze in another 2 rows. Can't you see? I wanted to do the unboxing today if that works one, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough time because the evening is upon us, and we've got to change the clocks back to the 31st, I think. So where America is, I think they're 6 hours behind, it will be 5 hours now. Or is it the winter when it does that? It's either the summer or the winter, they're 6 hours in front, 6 hours behind. And then when we change our clocks, they're 5 hours or 6 hours in front. I can't remember. Yeah, that is right. Well, I can honestly say I've really enjoyed doing this session today. I think what's made me sort of really enjoy it is filling in the gaps, because no one likes seeing gaps on paintings. But normally it's because I've not got enough trays, they're just waiting for trays to come available. And as I said, I'll always, when I'm looking at kitting up, I'll always go, right, we've got a lot of P, we've got a lot of B, they will take, you know, priority. So, but yes, it won't be long now before the Halloween giveaway. And because obviously it's a special occasion, Halloween, so I thought I'll chuck in another giveaway. It's just my way of saying thank you. Because obviously without you guys, we wouldn't be doing painting and stuff like this, and it's your support that continues me doing more and more paintings. But as I said, I can honestly see me doing this until I'm old and grey with my walking stick. Once you're into this, you are hooked. Like, there's no way of getting out of it. I never get bored of it. There are days where I just can't be asked to paint that day, but you do get like that. If you're doing it day in and day out, you're gonna get like that, and then you'll come back to it. But there was a day when I did a different painting every day, and I had to keep dekitting, unkitting, dekit, and it wore me out, and I was ready to give up doing it. But now what I do different paintings each day, but I have them all set up in them wooden storage rack things. So yeah, I think I've just heard a fan door close, so hopefully that might very well be my package. Oh, could it be, please? can hear beeping. I'm just being a bit quiet because I want to make sure that if it is that driver, I need to... Yes! See, that's what they do, guys. It was the parcel. Look, yes, at last. But what they do is she'll go like this. She'll go, and then you open the door and you're like, "Where's she gone?" Oh, what a relief! I knew it was because I could hear the door of the car, and then I heard knocking down in where the door is of her car. So she must have been knocking at a different house. But yeah, I am so happy it's come. Finally, I was really a bit nervous. Now I'm like, I've got to get into this. I want to get into this now. So, want to get into this. And look, I've done it wrong again. Oh, naughty, s'il vous plaît, c'est top plus. What have we done here? P, that's right, yeah. B, no we haven't. What's going on? That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Okay, so this is B. We'll shift that one up to there. She's like... and then walked off. They do that a lot. That's why I say I always try to deliver them to my mum's, because they will knock on the door and then they run off and they don't care. They just knock on it, run off. They don't even pass it to you. And yeah, so unless I'm in, I don't send them here because yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Finally, I can relax now knowing that I can get on. Because it's when I'm washing up, I normally put my earphones in, but it's difficult when you've got a parcel and you can't really do that in case you miss them. So yes, very happy. Oh, so happy. So that's from the work. So you'll see that in a couple of weeks' time, because obviously I've got Halloween ones in front of that. So yes, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you. Now that should have happened yesterday with Amazon as well, but no. Driver delivers it and thinks it's okay to keep my money. No, he did not deliver it. So I've been hoping that it would come today and it hasn't. So that is long miss. That's definitely missing. And it says on there delivered to letterbox and it isn't. So I don't know where he was. And the funny thing was, the driver was across the road and then drove off. So I know it's across the road somewhere at one of them houses. So yeah, but either way I've got my money back. So, well, I will have tomorrow once the 24 hours passes. So I will make sure I get that back. But yeah, moving forward, it's gonna be up the in the lockers from now on. But you know, it is what it is. It's a pain, so I'll have to get off the train and then bloody trundle up there. But because the thing is with the lockers, they'll only keep them in there for like 3 days. So, but I'm going to end that session there now, guys. So, and we'll get into our little goodies. But oh, I'm so excited, very excited about this. But anyway, that's what we're looking at, guys. Let's just take a look at the light. It's okay-ish. I'm not agreeing. I think they should keep it all one colour. I'm not really liking this grey, all this mingulation of colours. I think that should have all been cream. But, you know, it's beautiful. The writing is top-notch. But look, guys, we need to get into the package. Look! Oh, I want to get into it. So I'm going to see you next time. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. Please remember to... subscribe if you haven't done so already, and tap the good old notification bell and you'll be notified as and when a video goes up on the channel. Until then, take care, and if you want to get this for your painting for yourself, start that again. And if you want to get this painting for yourself, the link's in the description of the video. Until next time, catch you later.